name's Albert Diaz. I'm frequently called Al, short for Albert. I was born and raised in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, New York City. I'm from immigrant parents. My parents came here in the 50s from Puerto Rico. So I was brought up, I grew up in a housing project, Jacob Riis houses on Avenue D and 7th Street originally. And then we later moved to 6th Street on the FDR Drive. Culturally mixed, mostly Puerto Rican, Hispanic, and some very few Chinese, but there were some Chinese. There was a couple of poor whites there, and not that I knew that they were poor white. But then there was plenty of black families, so it was a balance of different races, and I didn't know that we were poor until much later in life. My father worked at different factory jobs, My mother worked as a waitress for a while, and then growing up in the projects it seemed, as a kid it seemed quite right, okay. There was no, it wasn't particularly like ghetto or anything. I went to eight years of Catholic school, St. Bridget Catholic School on the corner of 7th Street and Avenue B, right across the street from Tompkins Square Park. First thing I became aware of in terms of street culture were the gang guys. The guys from what they LEAP, LEAP. And they had jackets, but it wasn't like gang colors. They had like club jackets, with embroidered LEAP in the back. You're trying to find an image of some sort. At 12 years old, you want an identity. You need an identity, That guy's an egghead or whatever, a nerd or whatever you call it, or that one's an athlete, whatever. Everybody has something that you gravitate to. I had spent a lot of time going up and down to Washington Heights. We were playing Manhunt. So we're still in, if we're playing Manhunt, we're still kids, right? So we were probably 11 or something. And I remember we were hiding in the bushes, and this dude was coming, one of the guys was coming to get us, but he didn't really see us. I thought he saw us, and I pushed my friend Mickey and tore up his calf. He fell in when I pushed him, he kind of got caught on a branch or something. And then a bush, and he just, it opened him up. He got a bit of a cut. And he's like, "You fucking bomb," and then the name stuck. So he just called me Bomb. And that's where I started writing, and that's all I ever wrote. Except when it came, I of course was the same with him alone. So sneaking in or getting the paint, robbing the paint, all that stuff had a delinquent element, and there was a lot of running and sneaking into stuff, and that was the sport aspect of it. Or climbing stuff and, getting away with shit, hiding, all that stuff was very physical. There was this Chinese kid in I forgot the name of those houses, but it's over by the Manhattan Bridge, Chinatown, and he was riding AFX 2, and we seeked each other out and found each other, because he was hitting trains already, and it was unusual. For some reason, the Lower East Side riders weren't hitting trains till later in the game. We were more interested in hitting the trains, because that's really the big leagues back then. Was when you're doing trains, you're a serious graffiti artist, not just a neighborhood graffiti artist.